Aloha everyone, Dr. Matt here, just wanting to do our regular YouTube lives, and today we're going to be talking about excuses. Today we're going to be talking about excuses and what do you need to do to give up your excuses? What do you need to do to be free of it? So first of all, I'm back home here in Houston. You guys are getting me a little bit more on the raw side, got a little bit of scruff going on here. Had a long week, taught up in Arkansas, got to hang out with some incredible students in Bentonville. My other team, Valen, they were down in Tampa, had a wonderful group there, and now we're back, got a little bit of time off, and they're gonna be teaching next weekend. I'm doing a webinar, I think it's tomorrow. Tomorrow I think I'm doing a webinar tomorrow's on values. I'm going to be doing a webinar coming up, and if you're interested in it, you can get on our Facebook page, take a look at when the webinar is, and I'm going to be focusing in on giving up excuses and finding your purpose. I'm going to be giving specific tips on what do you need to do to be free of your excuses and really get dialed in and find your purpose. I think that's so important in life. There's two things that I keep hearing, and I heard this with the group in Bentonville. So in Arkansas, and the number one reason why people were there is they wanted to connect with their purpose. We do these marketing surveys ahead of time, and I've been teaching now for 25 years. Been running the company for I think about 27 or 28, and a part of it for over 30. And what I used to hear all the time, the number one reason why they wanted to take a training is to enhance their career, to get better at what they're doing in their career, whether that's make more money, better communication skills. And you want to know what? All of you, recently I keep hearing over and over and over again, I need more purpose in my life. I don't know if it was COVID that forced us to look at certain aspects of our life and find that we don't like certain things about it, or maybe that we do like certain things about it. Or even bigger than that, I heard a bunch of my students say during COVID, it's like they had this opportunity to review what's really important in life, what's really important to them about life and why they do what they do. That's purpose. You can't get to your purpose if you still have excuses about the things that you're doing. Do you remember being 18 and being in a crappy job and then just literally saying, to hell with it, I don't want to deal with this anymore, and you just literally walk out the door? Maybe I'm just talking to myself right now because that was me. I was 18 years old and I'm just like, this is crap, I'm not going to put up with this, there's no way, and I just walked. I remember my mom was like, you have an apartment rent to pay for, what about food on the table? And I was like, who gives a shit, Mom? I'm going to land on my feet. I'm going to land on my feet. I'm going to do fine. And I did. And look, I'm here right now. I'm here. I think you have all had a similar experience to that, where you're just like, I'm going for it because this isn't me. And then we become adults. And yeah, I have 2 kids. And yeah, I have an apartment here that needs to be paid for. And at the end of the day, I would rather wake up in the morning and go, I love what I do. I know who I am, I love what I do, and I have the things that I have because of that, as opposed to going, oh, well, I have to stay in this shitty job because I have bills to pay, or my kids, or this. I remember one time I was given this huge opportunity to go corporate, big opportunity to go corporate, and I was like 100% thinking about it because they offered an obscene amount of money. And I told both of my kids that, and they slid across the table. They both put their arm around me, and they're like, Dad, don't do it. Dad, you love what you do. You go corporate, you're going to die. And if you love corporate, that's totally cool. I'm saying for me, that's not it. That's not what I want to do in my life. I love what I do because it flows from who I am. And so they slid across the table, and they just hugged me, and they said, don't do it. Like, we'll be fine. Your kids don't give a shit about the next toy that you're giving them. They don't care about it. They want to connect with you. And if you're not happy, how can they be happy around you? If you don't love yourself, how can someone else love you? I really do think you have the opportunity now in this lifetime, at this point, to give up any excuses and to really dial in on what matters to you, what is important to you, and connect with that and just go for it. I've never met anyone at the end of their life say, I followed my heart, I lived my dreams, I had so much love and laughter. Damn, that sucked. I've never heard anyone say that. I've heard people towards the end of their life, shoulda, coulda, woulda. That's what I've heard. And hey, if that's a move away from and you got to avoid that, at least it's motivating you to move towards the thing that you want to do. You know what I mean? Thank you so much for being on here. Joy, I love that. Joy's like so true. I saw a bunch of you logging in and saying hi. Please forgive me, I was just in the flow and just going for it. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for watching the video. And I look forward to seeing you all next week. Hope this tip was helpful. And check out our Facebook page if you want to learn more about this. I'm going to delve into it on the webinar for sure. And the webinar is tomorrow. The webinar is tomorrow. And so it's tomorrow. So sign up for it if you want. I'm going to delve into this topic even deeper. All right? Aloha, ahui ho.